Welcome back. I am your host. I'm Attorney Steven Leahy, and this is the IRS Radio Hour on AM 560. The Answer. I'm joined here with Deborah Schreiner and Jim Leahy on the, as I said, IRS Radio Hour.
That's right. Happy Easter
every
weekend.
That's right.
We hope you're enjoying it. Remember, if you're looking to buy or sell real estate in Northeastern Illinois, give me a call, 847-271-3695. One more time, 847-271-3695.
We let him do that. So it's okay. He is the official realtor
I am
of
the IRS. I am the IRS Radio Hour realtor.
It is true. Official.
It is official.
But we have an official part of the show that we're going to do right now.
It's the blog segment. The blog. The blog.
As I mentioned on the show occasionally, I will go to watch the Perry Mason just to listen. Oh, we looked up the name of the show
last week. Yeah,
of this song. What did we listen?
It was.
Do you remember the
45th Street or something like that? That's the name of it.
I don't remember it, but anyway, I think our crack investigative team is on it to determine what the name of that song is. But this week, what I wanted to talk about. This is the name of the segment is. What the FBAR are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Okay, so
this just in. The song from Perry Mason is called Park Avenue Beats.
Park Avenue Beats, 45th Street, one over.
That's right over there. In that neighborhood. You were right. Park Avenue Beat. I will try to remember that. It is a classic. And also the classic is this FBAR. Now, FBAR kind of stands for the Foreign Bank Account Reporting, Foreign Bank Account Reporting, FBAR. But it actually is a report of foreign bank and financial accounts.
Why do I need to worry about it?
You don't probably have to worry about it, but there are some people who do have to worry about it. And this is it goes to the IRS. So it's here we are on the IRS Radio Hour, and it's going to talk about it because the IRS is in charge of enforcing this. It's actually a Bank Secrecy Act, and it's really a banking matter. But it was given to the Treasury. So the Treasury the IRS is part of the Treasury Department. So the Treasury Department said, here IRS, we want you to take care of this requirement for the Bank Secrecy Act and make sure that people who are required to file this FBAR, Foreign Bank Account Report, every year do so. So what happens is if I have a bank account in a foreign nation,
like Switzerland,
like Switzerland, very good. Remember, it was always, hey, Swiss bank accounts are anonymous. They'll never tell on that you have this account. You can hold money there.
That's why I brought it up.
But now Switzerland does tell on you, and this was the United States government started going after people who had foreign bank accounts that were trying to hide money. They don't want you to hide money. Now, they say that it's because of terrorism. They want to track down terrorist money and drug money. But it's also a way for them to make sure that you're paying your taxes. So if I'm an American citizen or a resident, so I don't have to be an American citizen. And this is where it gets kind of confusing. I think the foreigners, and I have some clients who are foreigners who came to America and they have an account in the country where they're from, and they own some property there and they rent it out and all the money goes into one account. And they said, we don't even think about it. We haven't thought about it in years about this account. And, we just figure, hey, that's there. This is here. It doesn't have anything to do with us here. But it turns out that they are supposed to be filing this FBAR every year.
Really?
The FBAR is due April 15th every year.
Okay,
so it's coming up.
Yeah,
so it's coming up, and they just changed it. It used to be it was due on the June 30th, but last year I believe on the 16th, 2016, might have been 2015, where they changed it to the rule was that it went to tax day. So whenever tax day is, this FBAR filing is required, and this is where you have to tell the government what accounts you own, how much money you have in each account, and who has the signatory. So sometimes it doesn't even have to be your bank account. It could be, I'm just a signatory.
How many foreign residents have been caught like this?
It's not, again, it's not even foreign residents, it's American citizens.
No, I know, but you said if you're a resident in the United States and
so you don't even know about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was talking to my clients about this, about the, and our tax system is, as they say, it's wacky. It's totally different than anywhere else in the world. That our IRS is so much different. Most people, they pay taxes, but
it's funny. Everybody's saying that we should adopt other nations' gun policies, but we can't adopt their tax policies.
Well, that's the problem with their tax policies. Most governments just take everything right away. And you don't have to. You don't have to file anything. They just take it.
Let's not adopt
and then then you're kind of left with whatever they leave. But that's why it gets kind of confusing. But here's the real bad part about it, and that's not bad enough, right? The bad part is the penalties that can go if you don't do it.
How much? What? $10,000?
Well,
15, 20?
Actually,
it can't be that much.
Actually, it can be a criminal. You can go to jail for this.
No.
So they try to say the difference. There's a distinction between willful and non-willful. So if I knowingly don't do it, it could be a crime, and they could put me in jail for 5 years and charge me, get this, up to $250,000.
Get out of town.
Per occurrence. So if it's 5 years, I haven't filed the bank account, the FBAR, I mean. Now that's 5 occurrences. I owe $250,000 per occurrence. 5 years in jail. That's 25 years in jail. And if it's willful, they could even go up to $500,000 or half of the money I have in the account. So some people might have millions of dollars. They'll take half of it, and they're not even really limited to half. They could take more than that. So again, this could be, not only can you give up a lot of money by not doing it, but you can also go to jail. So you give up your freedom. That's not something to play with. You don't play with this. Now, the thing is, a lot of people don't really know about this. And some of my clients they came here, they're working here, and I have some that are very educated, PhDs, scientists, lawyers, and they come here and they're working, and they say, I don't know. So it was an innocent mistake. But the IRS sometimes turns around and takes the position, wait a minute, you're a scientist. You're an attorney. You're smart. You know this. You knew that you were supposed to do this. So it wasn't non-will. This is willful. You knew you had to do it and you didn't do it. And they say, no, I didn't know. So again, they're going to say you did know. You're going to say I didn't know. And then there's a problem, right? And now the good part.
And then they're going to bring you to court.
Well, then that's what we want to avoid. So first off, the first thing is, if you're a foreigner or if you are an American with a foreign account and you haven't heard from the IRS and you haven't filed an FBAR, get to it now, because if you get in front of it, the penalties will be much worse. Sometimes we can eliminate all the penalties, sometimes. But if you get in front of it, then you can avoid this. There's also an amnesty program. So even if you knew you should have and you haven't done it, you could get in front of it and get into this amnesty program and avoid going to jail. Now, you're going to be fined, but you're not going to go to jail, and that's important. Okay, so get in front of this. Don't wait for them to come after you, because once they start coming after you, the amnesty's gone, and a lot of these other streamlined programs to fix this are not going to be available for you.
Can you
yeah, it is
that?
Terrifying.
And then they come after you because you have an education. They go, you were supposed to know.
You're supposed to know
all this stuff. How dare you?
And we've all heard that ignorance of the laws. No, you can't. Well, I didn't know, so therefore it doesn't apply to me. No, you're kind of imputed to you that you do know. So again, now I'm telling you, think about it. If you have a foreign bank account and you haven't told the government about it, call me, let me know, and we can see if we can go about it. Now, not everybody has to report. You've got to have more than $10,000 in the account. But not at the end of the account. You could have like 4 or 5, 6 different accounts if they all add up to $10,000 or more at any one time in the year. So maybe one day I had more than $10,000. You have to report every one of those accounts. So not every account, not all the time, but if you have a question about it, call me at 312-664-6649. Again, it's 312-664-6649. Visit us on the web at chicagotaxteam.com. What the FBAR are you talking about?
Real close. Real last question, too. Have you seen a lot of people with the FBAR?
Yes.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that happens to a lot of people. And don't let it happen to you. Open tax resolution, 312-664-6649. And visit ChicagoTaxTeam.com. It's going to be your hub to fight the IRS. Now, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned on this Easter weekend. We've got some more great content lined up for you. We have the Mr. Know-It-All segment. We have the Trump segment. We're going to talk a little baseball, so stay tuned. Listen to our sponsors and come right back here on AM 560, The Answer.